and Mike and Mississippi College. You know, that team played Southern Miss to 5 points last week, and Mike's had an unbelievable career here in Mississippi. I coached against him in junior college, 1984 to 1986. He was at Colin on the Southwest, so it's good to see him back coaching. You know, it was good for our team. You can tell we're a work in progress. It was great that we got a lot of guys, tons of minutes. You know, Brian and Devontae, guys that we're going to really depend on. It was good, not great. I thought they competed. I thought Devontae really competed on the ball. I thought we guarded for periods of time. But it's just been our problem in the preseason. The ball stays on the floor way too much. We don't share the ball. We turn it over because the ball doesn't move. It sticks, and so that's something that tonight, 13 assists, 20 turnovers. So that's got to get so much better. It raised its head a little bit against Texas too. So we're going to really emphasize that in the next 3 or 4 days. But I was proud of our effort. It's good to see Bryce Williams come in and play the way he did. We need some of those guys to kind of separate themselves, and when we get into the mix. And obviously KJ was really good in the first half.
KJ didn't score more than 5 times and scored double-digit points last year. Offensively, that type of aggression and going to the basket, is that what you want out of him in year 2?
No question. And you know, so he did better tonight physically finishing the ball at the rim. You know, we're going to have to get into where he's going to have to trust his jump shot a little bit, you know, against the bigger teams. But I thought he was aggressive. He's got great skill level. He's been playing that way, though. He played good against Texas, and he's had a really good, you know, just beginning of practice until right now, you know. So it was good to see him come out and just play well. But really, we struggled offensively besides him in the first half.
Kermit, you talked about sharing the ball and how you'd like to see that improve. It looked a little bit like the chemistry needs to improve, anticipation of passes, things like that, just playing together. What did you see there?
We fought. Well, we got, you know, well, number one, Brian had 4 turnovers, and all of them were over dribbling, every single one of them. Franco Miller, 2 charges, just over dribbling. You know, took all 5 guys out at the end of the first half. We're trying to go for 1 shot. And you had 1 freshman throw it to another freshman and just shoot one, just a Hail Mary shot, you know, about 6 feet from the goal. And so we got a lot to learn. You know, you get out there and we've got a lot of young guys are out there, man. I mean, there's a lot of young guys that are playing. You forget, you know, you start getting Sammy and Austin, even Luis. He was limited minutes last year. KJ's still a sophomore. All those guys. I say, you know, at least I thought Dream had a few better spots, and in the second half, I mean, he fumbled balls. He's got a good camp. Now, he's been in some concussion protocol really since Friday. He just got cleared to play today, so he hadn't really done anything in about 2.5 days, and that's why that Carlos started instead of him.
When Hadid's right, you saw some in the second half, is it the athleticism and being able to finish with both hands around the basket? What makes him good on that?
Well, he's got to be, you know, I think he's a good defender. He's an underrated defender. We really can. I mean, he's a good post defender, the 9 balls to the post. Just, you know, God, he's got good hands. Just fumbled balls tonight. You know, I don't know, maybe a little nervous, you know, and maybe just kind of coming off what he did. You know, he just got cleared, and but we've got to have him good. I mean, he's got to be good. Both those. I mean, I thought we really struggled at that position in the first half. But I thought Dream got going with purposely went right at him a few times, tried to get him the ball, get his head up, score some balls. I thought his second half was better.
You mentioned last week that Blake was going to the doctor, I think, late last week.
Yep.
Have you gotten an update on that yet?
Yep. Right now, we think that Blake is going to be cleared for contact maybe on the 16th of November. And so I know we play Norfolk State. No, maybe Seattle right after that. I think I get my days screwed up, man. So we're hoping that 16th, maybe the latest, the 20th, and in his mind, maybe the 16th. So during that week, we think we're going to get him back for contact, and you can see he's a huge part of what we'll do for sure.
You mentioned Hadim's post defense with he and Carlos. Can you kind of already sense you'll have maybe a little bit more matchup flexibility in the front court than you did a year ago?
Yeah, I sure hope so. You know, bless Carlos' heart, he wasn't very good tonight. He's practiced pretty good last couple of days, and just fumbled balls and just couldn't get a stop. He just couldn't get a stop. 32, they just went right by him, and so we got to go back and just keep working with him and try to get him better.
Luis had inarguably one of the better off seasons of any player out there. Did he kind of carry that over tonight and do some good things?
I didn't think so at all. He had 0 rebounds. That's why I didn't start him the second half. And you know, if he's going to lose his identity, that's why he was playing good. his most active defender. He got driven tonight against right-handed drivers. He had 0 rebounds for the whole game, if that's right. Yep, 0. So he won't start on Friday if he got to rebound the ball any better than that, because that's who he is. That's who he is. I mean, he's a physical defender, and so he kind of lost his identity tonight. So hopefully he'll get it back in the next 2 or 3 days.
On the flip side, what did you think of Crowley's game? Looked like he had
Yeah.
good minutes early.
He did. He did. You can see he's athletic. He's fluid. He's a little soft with the ball right now. But I like him. He's got to get physically tougher, and he'll see it. Just physically tougher. But I just got great hopes for Austin. He's going to be a really good player. I thought he had some open looks tonight. He missed, but he guards at a good rate. He had 2 steals. So yeah, he's going to really help us. He needs to be good this year.